Let's go. Okay, so here's the first sort of fact sheet, I guess, about the numbers. Baldur's Gate 3 in numbers. This was released yesterday, I think. 1.3 million players have completed the game so far. Now that's pretty big considering how huge the game is. Now just give me a moment. I just need to look up how many how many players there have been. I don't know if I can see that right now, but yeah, how many people actually bought Baldur's Gate 3? "94% of players created a custom characters." So that means that like 6% of all the pre-made, so like Astarion, Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Karlach, Will, Gale, like only 6% have played them so far, it seems. That's a tiny amount. Anyway, in total, players have spent a combined 1,896 years in the character creator. Now, at first, I thought that sounded a little small, but that's actually a pretty long time. And I think a lot of us have been stuck there like for so long. I know that I've like most of my hours, no, not really most of my hours, but I know that at least like 30, 40 hours have been spent by me just sitting there. And 1.24 million players have been transformed into a sentient wheel of cheese. I didn't actually get that one. That's interesting that so many people have done that, but they probably did it for the lulz because they, saw it on YouTube or something.
Behold my fury!
I didn't actually know you could be transformed into a wheel of cheese when I got to Baldur's Gate by this guy. Let's go further. Origin character selection. So most people picked Gale, then Astarion, then Karlach, Shadowheart, Will, and Lae'zel. Gale remains the most played origin character in the game, closely followed by Astarion. That's interesting. I almost thought that Astarion would be the first one. I would assume that, Gale is he's the most simple type of character, I guess. He just looks like a generic guy compared to everyone else, honestly. Like, I love Gale, but he looks pretty generic compared to everyone else. Gale is super surprising. I feel like he gets the most hate online. He definitely does, this is super interesting to see that people picked Gale. Class choices. Paladin is the first one, Sorcerer after that, Fighter, then Rogue, Barbarian, Warlock, Wizard, Bard, Druid, Monk, Ranger, and Cleric. Damn, is Cleric last? I thought Cleric would be like above Ranger at least. But okay, yeah, I can see why, because you could almost like assume that Cleric is sort of a priest class when you really think about it, and as far as I know, like not a lot of people tend to play like priests. Immediately think of World of Warcraft, right? Okay, well, Paladin kind of makes sense in a way, because paladins have some of the coolest abilities, or most powerful abilities, I feel, in the game. But you gotta rest a lot. Or race choices: elf, human, half-elf, tiefling, drow, dragonborn, half-orc, Githyanki, dwarf, gnome, halfling. Elf. Now that's a surprising one, because I thought humans would be first, but okay, that's interesting. Cool. Most popular subclasses: berserker, bard. Bard? Oh, I know what it is. It's gotta be because of the movie. It's gotta be because of the movie, right? Because he was a bard. What's his name again? The actor, Chris, what's his name again? He was a bard in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Tempest Domain Cleric. Well. The one subclass that I haven't really gone into that much, to be honest. That's okay. Druid, Circle of the Moon, Battlemaster Fighter, Way of the Open Hand Monk, which is honestly super fun, Oath of Vengeance Paladin, Beastmaster Ranger, Assassin Rogue, Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer, The Fiend Warlock, and Evocation School Wizard. 2 million players have survived a dinosaur attack. I don't even think I've encountered this thing yet, honestly. 84 million fireballs have been thrown, which is also the leading cause of eyebrow loss among wizards. Oh my god, the cheeky comments are always so funny. Scratch has been pet 48.5 million times. He thinks it's great and all, but frankly, he just wants his ball back already. Players have spoken to over 113 million corpses since launch. They all thank you for the conversation, apologize for the smell. I see a big problem here, okay? I see a big problem here. Speak with the Dead has 113 million uses compared to Scratch. Like it has twice as many interactions. That's not okay, guys. We gotta pump those rookie numbers up. You can't have racing the dead over petting the dog. What the hell, man? Shadowheart is the most popular romantic interest, with 51.3% of players reaching the final act of her romance arc, followed by Karlach and Lae'zel. Shadowheart is bae, what can you say? 14.4 million characters have been disintegrated into a pile of fine gray dust. Are they talking about the spell Disintegrate? Or is this just, you know, in general spells that disintegrate corpses like fire and stuff? 1.2 million characters have been compelled to dance against their will. Oh, geez. I've never used that spell. Honest to God, I haven't. For some reason. 66% of players request that Halsin bear all, not bear all. Okay, I'm confused here. Are they saying that 66% of players say yes to Halsin romance scene, but not the bear scene, which would mean that, okay, so 33% of player or the player base are saying no to bear sex. Okay, that's a surprising amount of people that want the bear scene. By Act 2, 30.4% of players have given into their illithid side and flexed their powers. Now this one, okay, so it's also like a third that have given into the whole thing. I can understand why you wouldn't, but on my first playthrough, I really wanted to see what it all was about. I can't say that I was a fan of the appearance change that happens after you give in, so I kind of backed out. And I don't think, you know, as much as the illithid powers are cool, I don't think they add enough for it to be worth sacrificing how you look, honestly. Total playtime, 452 million hours, 556, 984. Or over 51,662 years. 158k playthroughs were started in honor mode. Holy crap. I still haven't tried it. Over 34,000 players died in honor mode. Damn. 464 parties have already completed the game in honor mode. Are you serious? And I thought that was going to be like rare, but I guess there are some people out there that are just insanely good at the game at this point. Wonder if they did it the easy speedrun way. I would imagine some people would, because honor mode, from what I've heard, is pretty difficult. Now, I could probably beat honor mode if I really wanted to. How many of those player deaths belong to you?